Yes, please. I'd ask the faculty and the graduates to please sit. Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the 92nd commencement ceremony at St. Mary High School. I'd like to welcome our parents, our family members, friends, teachers, staff members, alumni, Father Michael Creeder, and most importantly, the class of 2024. We are going to make this a special graduation for you. A lot of you might have missed your 8th grade graduation due to COVID, so we're going to make up for it tonight. For our ceremony, I ask that everyone please cooperate and remain in your seats during the entire ceremony. Please take a moment at this time to silence your cell phones. All pictures, if you can, please take from your seats so that everyone can see all the graduates coming up and getting their diplomas and their awards. And we'd like to remind you that this ceremony is also being live streamed and this will be available on our website. Applause should be appropriate. We ask you to remember we are in the house of God, so please make sure that all applause is appropriate. We definitely want you to celebrate, but please refrain from yelling, but definitely enjoy our ceremony. And just so that you know, as you I'm sure are well aware, a great deal of time and hard work has gone into this. So we want everyone to sit back and enjoy this ceremony tonight. With that, I'd like to introduce Father Michael Creeder, our pastor, and he will do the invocation.
Please stand. Psalm 121 reminds us that the Lord guards our coming and going, both now and forever. Let us pray. Lord God, who formed us in our mother's womb and gave us the breath of life and the gifts of your Holy Spirit, we ask your blessing on all who are marking the end of one phase of life and are beginning another, especially of St. Mary High School, class of 2024. God of all new beginnings, may all graduates use their grace to develop and to offer in service to others the gifts that you have entrusted to them. Comfort them in their fears, assure them of your presence, and give success to the work of their hands. Through Christ our Lord. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'd like to introduce Gabrielle Weiss, who will lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would now like, please be seated. I would now like to introduce our Vice President of Student Council, Christian Pena.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to introduce one of my closest friends here at St. Mary's for the last 4 years. We're talking about someone who is a great example of a role model, someone who comes in, day out with a great attitude, carries himself well in the classroom, outside the classroom, and someone I'm proud to go to school with. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the one and only Luke Gassion.
Thank you, Christian. Welcome, family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the St. Mary High School class of 2024. From the beginning of our high school career, our class has been met with immeasurable challenges. When we entered high school, we were met with distant learning and COVID guidelines during the pandemic. Masks, social distancing, reduced schedules forced us to adapt to a new way of learning overnight. Academically, athletically, and socially, we were robbed of a normal freshman year, but that didn't last forever. As we worked together to navigate both high school and the pandemic, we began to grow closer as a class and also as friends. As the guidelines from the pandemic slowly diminished, we became upperclassmen. Our class was met with normality, and we could finally have an authentic high school experience. School activities, alumni ceremonies, and packed sporting events led to the revival of the true Gale spirit. Now, as our senior year is coming to a close, we can reflect on just how far we've come and celebrate what the future has to offer. Despite the tremendous growth I've had between freshman year and now, I was still nervous to find out I'd be giving a speech today. It reminded me of our first days here at St. Mary's and finally reaching the finish line. But most of all, it reminded me that we are going to leave here and begin our new individual journeys, and that is something to celebrate. Our hard work and dedication has finally paid off as we move ahead to chase our dreams and goals. It is my only hope that we continue to support each other as the friends that we have become. Before beginning the next phase of our lives, we must pay tribute to all those who have helped us reach the finish line. First, I'd like to thank our teachers and administrators for their guidance, encouragement, and dedication to our education. Without you guys, we couldn't have reached this momentous milestone that we are here to celebrate today. Second, I'd like to thank Father Mike for always being a guiding light and providing us with spiritual support during our time here at St. Mary's. Last, but certainly not least, I'd like to thank our parents. Without them, we would not be here today or have had the opportunities available to both us now and in the future. And to my parents, thank you for holding me so close, but allowing me to grow into the young man that I've become. I'll continue to be eternally grateful for you and the support that you guys constantly provide. In closing, I'd like to leave you all with a quote that has stayed with me throughout my career as a student. In The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost, he states, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." So to my fellow graduates, I ask you to take the road less traveled. And by doing so, you may find unique opportunities and experiences that shape your journey in remarkable ways, the same that St. Mary's has done here for you. I wish each one of you the best of luck, and congratulations to the St. Mary High School class of 2024. I would now like to call up a member of our student council, Angela Brenya.
Good evening, students, staff, and family members. The next speaker I would like to introduce is one of my closest friends. I know coming to a new school is scary at some times, but Gabby came to St. Mary's like she's been here for 4 years. Let us please welcome Gabriella Weiss to the podium.
Thank you, Angela. Good evening, families, friends, faculty, staff, and most importantly, my classmates. For those of you who don't know me, I am Gabriella Weiss, or as some like to call me, one of the IC transfers. You are probably assuming I'm up here tonight to rant about IC and all its greatness, but I've decided to hold back. I'm up here today to reminisce about my past year here with you all. I'm going to pre-apologize, but this speech is about to get very sentimental. Apologizing for any tears. Entering a new school can be incredibly intimidating and difficult to navigate, especially in your senior year. Leaving the school that I called home for the last 3 years, with my friends going in all separate directions, I was devastated. But much to my surprise, the transition was so much better than I had hoped, and without the faculty, staff, and my new classmates, I don't think I would have been so fortunate. This is where the tears are going to shed. The first person I want to thank is Mr. Decio. He was the first teacher I had the opportunity to meet during summer volleyball workouts and the first person to welcome the IC girls with open arms. I was very nervous coming to St. Mary's, only knowing a few people, and especially nervous for volleyball season, knowing our schools have always been rivals. However, that did not stop Mr. Decio from treating us like everyone else. I learned quickly that Mr. Decio is a coach who makes his care for his girls known both in and out of season and never goes a day in making us think we can't talk to him. He took the time to listen, regardless of the topic, school, sports, or just life in general. His compassion was something that really changed my perspective on coming to St. Mary's, and I am so appreciative of him for taking pride in us the same as he would with any of his existing students and players. I'd like to take the time to thank Coach Sarah next. If she hadn't tried to keep our softball team together, I would have lost a huge part of my senior year. Coming to St. Mary's, knowing that I had some girls that I could call my family, was very reassuring. Coach Sarah, you have always been there for me, and I am forever grateful for you taking the initiative to make sure that myself and my teammates had a memorable softball season. Thank you for everything, and especially teaching me the lessons that I needed to grow as a student and as an individual. Finally, I'd like to thank my best friends, new and old. They have made this year so memorable for me. From our spontaneous hangouts and road trips down the shore to our laughing fits in school, I had something to look forward to every day. These are the friendships that I know will last a lifetime. Thank you guys. I love you all. This year, I wasn't sure how I'd fit in being a senior in a new school. From different experiences to different uniforms, which Mr. D did ask me every day where my St. Mary's uniform was. For those of you who don't know, I wore my IC uniform every day. I thought I would stick out like a sore thumb. But as the year went on, I started to feel included. Going to Mass with my classmates, being welcomed by the faculty and staff, and bringing new friends into our friend group, I feel like I've been here since freshman year. In the end, everything happens for a reason, and maybe I was meant to be a Gale. I am so grateful to everyone for making this year so memorable. Even though I've been acting like I'm happy to leave, I've actually been lying to you all. I am devastated that I have to leave, and I wish I had more time to spend with all of you. I've made so many friends this school year that I will miss seeing every day. From Luke getting yelled at in English almost every single day, my calc class's group discussions about the most random things, watching the intense gym basketball games, which coming from an all-girls school, I didn't know how intense they got, to finding new Oreo flavors with Angela, Mia, and Julia to try with Mr. Royce. These things are core memories I have made here at St. Mary High School, and I will take them with me when I leave here, wherever life takes me next. If I had been told freshman year I was going to be chosen to make a speech at my graduation, I would have thought I was going to end it with once a blue wolf, always a blue wolf. But here we are. I have the honor and privilege to say for the last time, go Gales. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Paul Johnson, our athletic director, who is going to introduce our commencement speaker for tonight.
Good evening, everybody. Congratulations to the class of 2024. It is my pleasure to introduce a classmate of mine of 1998, Dr. Asha Lane, is an associated professor in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology at Morgan State University, with a PhD in sociology and concentrations in social inequality and criminology from Harvard University in 2015. She received her BA in anthropology with a minor in biology from William Patterson University in 2002 and her MS in sociology from Morgan State University in 2009. After relocating to Maryland to pursue graduate school, her professional work is guided by the African proverb, those who learn, teach. Those who teach, learn. Asha was born in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, West Indies, and raised by a single parent, Rowena Lamont. When Asha was 9, she immigrated to the United States to be with her mother, who worked as a registered nurse in the neonatal intensive care unit at St. Joseph Hospital in Paterson, New Jersey. Asha would love to watch her mother work 2 full-time jobs to provide her with the best education. Her mother's strong work ethic, commitment to serve others, and unselfish nature would inspire her drive and determination. Dr. Asha Lane's professional journey is a testament to her dedication and passion. She completed her postdoctoral appointment at Morgan State University, where she played a pivotal role in the successful development and acquisition of an innovative community action response effort, CARE, policing grant. Her career in teaching was preceded by working as a crime scene investigator for the Forensic Science and Evidence Service Division of the Baltimore City Police Department, an experience that shaped her research interest in policing race and gender studies, critical criminology, urban studies, victimization, and violence and ecology. Her research has led her to collaborate with local, state, and federal organizations such as Maryland State Police, the Department of Transportation, Women Accepting Responsibility, and the House of Ruth. She has authored several papers and presented her work at conferences and symposiums nationally and internationally. However, her greatest achievement are seeing her students excel in the classroom and beyond. No further ado, my classmate, Dr. Asha Lane.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you again, Paul Johnson, for the invitation. Thank you to the teachers, administrators at St. Mary's High School, parents, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2024. It is an honor and a privilege to be here today. I would like to thank you for inviting me to be part of this joyous occasion tonight. When I graduated from St. Mary's High School in June of 1998, I did not know I was going to be here today, welcoming a new class, ushering them into higher education. So I want to let you know you could be me in the next 4 years. When Paul invited me, feel free to do the math when I say Facebook, via Facebook message, I was shocked to even get the invitation because I was like, what, me? Little old me? We often don't really think of our accomplishments as something to be lauded or praised over until someone recognizes you, and I was no different. Despite my shock, I quickly said yes because I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime moment. However, after I said yes, I questioned whether or not I was qualified. Doubt began to settle in. I was not as accomplished as the decorated commencement speakers who graced the stage at Morgan State University's annual commencement ceremonies, such as Elizabeth Warren, Senior United States Senator from Massachusetts, the president of ABC News, Kim Godwin, Maryland Governor Wes Moore, and the late Congressman Elijah Cummings. What was spectacular about my personal, academic, and professional experiences or accomplishments that qualified me to be here with you today? Well, for starters, they're not Gales. Kim Godwin, Elizabeth Warren, Wes Moore, and the late Elijah Cummings did not attend the elite St. Mary's High School, nor William Patterson University, briefly attended Montclair State University, or relocated to Maryland to finish their graduate studies. So that set me apart from all of these people I looked up to. The message I have for you tonight, graduates, is very innumerable. Because as you know, life is fraught with many lessons produced from one experience after another. In this instance, my aforementioned shared experience significantly influenced tonight's message. To start, never second guess yourself to the point where doubt hinders your growth and potential. During my 42 years, I had to learn that growth is not a comfortable process, and my mother cannot always be there for me to fight my battles. I had to figure it out. It is okay to have feelings of uncertainty in which you question whether or not that you need to be involved, whether or not you should say yes, and you weigh your options. That is normal. But do not let doubt metastasize into fear, because that can be very crippling. Each of you is here today capped and gowned because you did not let doubt win, nor fear. As you matriculated from your freshman to senior year, you showed growth by casting away doubt and probably in some instances, facing your fears. Whether it was the fear of public speaking, you were successful, or your reservations about trying something new for the first time, again, you were successful. Growth is akin to training for a marathon or a 5K. Results do not come without sacrifice and sometimes pain. To be here today, you met with your teachers, balanced your academic and extracurricular activities, and made the necessary changes or adjustments to meet the graduation requirements on time. You were not stagnant. Always remember that. Today, I urge you to celebrate this achievement and to put things into perspective. Unlike your parents and my 1998 graduating class, the COVID-19 pandemic was not part of my high school experiences nor your parents. You overcame challenges that we did not foresee. So please acknowledge that. As I look at your faces today, I see resilience because you did something that we did not do during our time of high school. As children, parents and elders had the uncanny ability to share their wisdom through parables, quotes, or sayings without us knowing its true significance until adulthood. My Caribbean mother is the epitome of the queen of parables. My mother would often say, forgive my Trini accent, it comes out when I'm saying something locally. Your friends don't bring you, they just carry you back. Or should I say, a monkey doesn't know what tree to climb. And last but not least, you can't play mass if you're afraid powder. To illustrate, her points provide me an instructive lesson. Today, as a professional adult, I find myself echoing those same sayings in the classrooms to my students. Like an Aesop fable, there is a lesson behind these creative sage words, which brings me to my second point, carpe diem, or seize the day. As you transition into the most crucial stage in your life, young adults, please listen to me. Do not procrastinate. Plan for your future in the present. Please do not think that tomorrow is going to be there and you're going to have the same opportunity provided today, the next day, the week later, or the month later. Again, carpe diem. As you transition plan for your future in the present and seize the moment. You should not leave your destiny, goals, or dreams up to chance. I lived in the moment and I said yes to be here tonight despite me not knowing what the outcome was going to be. Seizing the day is very crucial if you want to see change or you want to become successful, because you never know who is going to say yes to you or offer you the opportunity to springboard into your next steps in your journey. Graduates, you will be exposed to many opportunities during your time in higher education and the workplace, which I strongly encourage you to apply and say yes to those applications. Say yes to those nudges from your professors or advisors, because please note that you'll be advised on what class to take versus not to take. Your advisors are similar to your teachers here at St. Mary's, along with your guidance counselor. They are there to make you excel. Take advantage of everything that you will see in your 4 years in higher education. You are being billed for these services, so please use them. In my 15 years in higher education, I have witnessed how internships, clubs, organizations, summer jobs, and/or externships, depending on what your field of choice may be, i.e. psychology, how they positively transformed the lives of my students currently and past students. I beseech you to get involved again. Contribute to something greater than yourself. Being actively part of a community allows you to network and build relationships with people who share your passions and commitment. These connections are invaluable for your personal and professional growth. You will learn so much about yourself and your capabilities by taking advantage of opportunities these spaces produce. Finally, and perhaps my most favorite phrase, thanks to my mother, run your own race. Although this message is simple, It can be challenging to follow in the age of social media and various distractions, along with living in a very highly competitive society. So often we compare ourselves to others who do not reflect who we are or upbringings, and most importantly, our realities. I recently advised a student who was a graduating senior in credits, but did not graduate last month when we had our commencement ceremony in Baltimore, Maryland. During our exchange, the student compared herself continuously with the progress of others without putting things into perspective. After listening to her, I gently highlighted that unlike her cohorts, she was a returning student and was gainfully employed. Her peers were mooching off of their parents, not gainfully employed. Now, I did not say this to her, but jokingly, I wanted to kind of bring up her spirits. I replied to her, "You are not stuck. You are just moving at a different pace because of your responsibilities and your circumstances. There is no standard template for success or the time to achieve something. If you think about the most successful people, most of them achieved their successes after the age of 18, 25, and 40 years of age. The actions of others overwhelmingly consumed the student so much to the point that she was unaware that she was fostering unmitigating attitudes of doubt, fear, confusion, and disappointingly, self-love. Lack of self-love, that is. She ignored her accomplishments even though I presented them to her, and at that point, I advised her to watch a TED Talk that was entitled Changing Your Mindset, because that can initiate a lot of successes in your life by just changing your mindset. Graduates, have a positive mindset despite what life throws at you. You did this during your 4 years at St. Mary's, and I do not doubt that you are capable of doing this beyond your time here at St. Mary's High School. Learn how to be your biggest cheerleader. Do not expect someone to, yay, applaud you or high-five you. You are your biggest cheerleader. Celebrate your accomplishments even though you may not see them as being significant. The smallest accomplishments can lead you to greater achievements. Please do not compare your progress or successes with others because they are not you. They do not know your sacrifices, they do not know your upbringing, nor the sacrifices of your parents in order for you to be where you are today. I did not have the luxury of being a full-time student after high school. I had to work to contribute to the household. So instead of 4 years, it took me 4.5 years to complete my bachelor's, but I still finished my race when it was time for me, not others. Your age does not limit your ability to succeed, nor should it be used as a metric defining where you should be at the age of 21, 30, or 50. Age does not determine your success, but work ethic, mindset, and commitment. As you bid farewell to St. Mary's High School and embark on your college and professional journeys, embrace change, hard work, and opportunity. Celebrate small victories, exercise humility and respect, and establish meaningful relationships. Enjoy this joyous occasion and honor those who made sacrifices for you to be here today. Enjoy tonight and your future celebrations and accomplishments. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and thank you.
At this time, we're going to have our senior song, The Climb, and it's going to be led by Tori Ann. So Tori Ann, please come up.
can almost see it, the dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most, yeah. Just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Keep on climbing, keep the faith, baby. It's all about the climb. Keep your faith, keep your faith. Thank you. And now I would like to present our class president, Maxwell Hune.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to start off by thanking everyone who came here today to celebrate this special day with us. Freshman year me could never imagine this day coming, especially not speaking in front of everybody. For my first year at St. Mary's, I saw most of you guys through my computer screen, so it's a little different now. I would like to take this time to thank all my classmates and those who gained, all the classmates from freshman year and all the ones I gained throughout the years. You made this year so much fun and way better than I could ever imagine. I'm very grateful to be able to speak here tonight as the head of the student body and the senior class. Because I was elected student council president, I worked a lot with the man I'm up here to speak about. The person I will be introducing today did more for St. Mary's than I ever thought. The first thing, he finally freed us from wearing the suit and tie. We got the polo and the pullover. That was very grateful for that. But really, this school went through many changes throughout the past 3 years, and without him, it would have never been possible. I never thought I would see the day we were able to wear pajamas without Miss Buckley kicking us all out. Couldn't imagine. All jokes aside, there was hardly a St. Mary's event that he wasn't at, and most likely he was running it. I know it's not mandatory, and that is one of the things that made him really unique as a principal. That means a lot to us students, especially doing that for a small school like ours. Moments like that really bring us together. He's gone above and beyond for the role of being a principal, and my fellow seniors definitely would agree with me. I hope he got the message and understands how grateful we are for his coming to St. Mary's, but it's his turn to speak now. With that being said, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Frank Viteretti.
I come with props. Thank you, Max. That was very nice. Okay, I was watching a movie, and in the movie there was a scene with a young woman and an older woman. The younger woman said to the older woman, "If there was anything in your life that you would change, what would it be?" The older woman said, "Nothing." The younger woman responded, "How could that be? I'm sure in your life you faced challenges and failures." The older woman responded and said, "Yes, but if I did not face those challenges and failures, I would never have had the blessings and the success that I have now." This scene made me think about challenges and failures that you might face. I was thinking about baseball, and one of the best baseball players right now is Aaron Judge, who's on the New York Yankees. He bats .300, makes $42 million a year. He probably, when he retires, will get into the Baseball Hall of Fame. But if you know something about statistics, batting .300, you can ask Ms. Buckley, batting .300 is what you were successful at. That means you failed 70% of the time. So when you think about that, going into the Hall of Fame, making $42 million, you are failing 70% of the time. You will be faced with a series of great opportunities, brilliantly disguised as impossible situations. Do not waste time debating whether you will be successful or whether you will fail, but use the time to see how you will turn that opportunity into a success. I thought about some of the situations that might have happened over the last 3 years, and I hope that they will become learning experiences for you on your road to success. I'm going to give you a few examples. If I mention your name, don't be offended. If I don't mention your name, don't be offended. So here we go. I know I asked you to wear a proper uniform. Josiah, this was not part of the uniform. But I hope I taught you that what's more important is not the way you dress on the outside, but how you dress on the inside. So please be kind, please be humble, please be caring, please be forgiving. The next thing I want to go over, I know I asked you not to park in the church parking lot. Dan O'Donnell, if you were trying to be inconspicuous, you don't take the biggest car that is made in the United States and park in front of the garage. Kyle, bumper cars are for an amusement park. So I know I told you not to park in the church parking lot, but did I tell you as you drive through life, never give up on your dreams? Never let anyone tell you that you cannot do something and you cannot accomplish something. Next, I know I asked everyone to be at school on time. Sam, I think there's something wrong with your phone. I'm convinced it was on Pacific Standard Time, not Eastern Standard Time. But I hope I taught you the importance of time and how fast time will go. You see how fast the school year went? Don't waste the time. Time is a precious gift from God. We have it, so please use it wisely. Next, I know I told you that make sure you're back from lunch on time. And that if you weren't back from lunch on time, you might lose your privilege. Lillian, I remember when you got mad at me when you were late and I called your mom, and you came into my office, and I sat there while you were giving it to me, telling me, how dare I call your mom? So, I know I told you to be back from lunch on time, but did I teach you to stand up for what you believe in? Stand up for yourself, stand up for what you think is right. Next, I know I asked you to be creative in school and to get good grades, but I started to think about some of the creativity that went on during the school year. Adam, this is a video camera from about 30 years ago, just in case you're interested. Jade, I still don't understand how this bottle of whiteout exploded. Colin, on senior cut day, if you were trying to be inconspicuous, when you go to the Jersey Shore, don't come back looking like you landed on the sun. Sunscreen. Kawan, I have a set of tests. When you come back, we can go over it together. I have a red pen as well. But I hope that we taught you, and the faculty taught you, the importance of being creative and how it will help you develop and how you should take your creativity and run with it. Use it in all aspects of your life. Next, I know I asked you not to go to the vending machines in between classes. Xavier, your last bag of potato chips. By the way, Xavier did not go to the vending machine during class time. He just always would come to my office looking for potato chips. But did I teach you always to make sure that you help others who are in need? I know as a group this year you did many fundraising and it was awesome. The breast cancer walk, helping the veterans, the food bank. So continue to do that. Next, I know I asked you to be good leaders. Angela would always come near my office and go, "Get me out of class, help." Or Max, our president, would always go, including tonight, "What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?" But I hope I taught you to continue to thrive in your leadership. Go after your dreams, and do not let anyone make you feel you're not worthy of something. Always feel you matter and that you have self-worth. Always feel that life has the utmost importance for you. Be honest, take responsibility for your choices. Do not allow people to make choices for you. Make your own choices. Jorge Posada from the New York Yankees, in case you didn't know, there's a baseball theme in the middle of this. When he was retiring from the New York Yankees, told his teammates, there will be many ups and downs in life, but always live by never giving up. So back to failure. Don't dwell on it. When it happens, move on from it. It's meant to be a blessing. Don't look back on it because you might miss the real blessing. Be grateful for the direction that it will lead you in. If you don't fail, you didn't try. Listen to yourself and follow your own path. What is meant for you will always be yours. If you fail, it's part of the process. Always be the person who defines yourself, and when you look in the mirror, make sure you like yourself. Don't worry about other people's opinions of you. The gifts you have are the gifts that are given to you by God. Derek Jeter, in his last game for the New York Yankees, said to his teammates, was asked by his teammates, what is the most that you're going to miss about baseball? And he said, everything. I hope you're going to miss everything about St. Mary's and will always remember your time here. For our parents, thank you for all that you do and for all that you have done at St. Mary's. I hope you will cherish the friendships you made, and I hope that they will last a lifetime. I will miss seeing you at our events. I thank you for all our fundraising efforts and all of our attendance at PTO meetings. I am blessed to have known you for the past 3 years. Cheers to our parents for helping their children grow, for giving them guidance, for giving them the value of the work ethic, and for giving them support that they need, and for allowing them to make any challenges a success. My wish for the class of 2024, have a long, happy, and healthy life. Listen to yourself and follow your own path. Do not be afraid to speak your mind, and never be afraid of being real. What is meant for you will always be yours. Have a dream. Do not give up on it no matter what happens. Wake up every day and feel blessed that you are alive. Life is waiting for you. Make every situation a fantastic one, the way you did here at St. Mary's. My last quote from baseball. It's from Vince Scully. He's the former announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And he said this: "May God give you for every storm a rainbow, for every tear a smile, for every care a promise and a blessing, for every problem life brings a faithful friend to share it, for every sign a sweet song, and for every answer, and for an answer for every prayer. I will miss this class. You are the best. Congratulations to a phenomenal class." I'd like to call up our guidance counselor, Mr. Fernando Fontes.
Good evening, everybody. Congratulations, class of 2024. For outstanding academic achievement, medals are awarded to the following students. And now I will bring up Father Creeder and Mr. Videretti to present the medals. The first student, for having achieved a high degree of excellence in religious studies, a medal is awarded to Daniel Diaz. It's not going to work. For having achieved a high degree of excellence in English, a medal is awarded to Graham Cordy. For having achieved a high degree of excellence in fine arts, a medal is awarded to Catherine Deschnevis. For having achieved a high degree of excellence in mathematics, a medal is awarded to Destiny Rivera. For having achieved a high degree of excellence in physical education, a medal is awarded to Joshua Moreno. For having achieved a high degree of excellence in science, a medal is awarded to Luke Gascione. For having achieved a high degree of excellence in social studies, a medal is awarded to Sanjay Kumar. For having achieved a high degree of excellence in Spanish, a medal is awarded to Matthew Ferreira. Each year, one student or a student from the graduating class receives the Principal's Medal for extraordinary service to the school, to the community, for exemplifying the virtues of a St. Mary Gael. The Principal's Medal will be awarded to 2 students this year. The first student, Angela Vrenio. And our second student to receive the Principal's Award this year is Maxwell Hune. Now I believe the moment we've all been waiting for. For the conferring of the diplomas, we would ask everyone's cooperation on taking pictures from your seats only, and to please hold your applause until all the graduates have received their diploma. That one's going to be a tough one. For having satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed by St. Mary's High School, diplomas are awarded to the following students. We worked on that. The nod means everybody stands up. Sofia Lorena Baez. Colin Lawrence Bugle. Xavier James Kajust. Isabella Claire Callio. Michael John Carfey. Elijah Angel Matos Castro. Catherine Marie Dashnevis. Josiah DeGrassi. Kian J. DiCarvalho. Daniel Diaz. Vignesh Dusa. Jonathan LJ Falcone. Matthew Lewis Ferreira. Joseph Fusoni. Luke Anthony Gascione. Ulysses Sebastian Garcia. Gianluca Gomez. Mia Maxine Gonzalez. Maxwell Vaughn Hune. Graham Alexander Cordy. Sanjay Kumar. Matthew Blaze Lawrence. Torianne Marie Lesiak. Adam Jeremy Lopez. Saul Lorenzo Merced. Please be respectful. We are in church, please. Thank you. Sarah Makarzecki. Joshua Luis Moreno. Daniel O'Donnell. Michael Daniel Padua. Haley Palmira Parmenter. Christian Andre Peña Alvarez. Michael Pugliese. Destiny Rivera. Sophia Romano. Sarah M. Santos. Victor Antonio Lopez Santos. Sophia Silva. Samuel Tornabeni. Kawan Jordan Torres. Victor Messiah Torres. Lillian Marie Valentine. Abigail Vasquez. Dominic A. Vella. Jade Naima Vesna Abdallah. Ronnie Marie Vidge. Xavier Carlos Villar. Angela Vernio. Kyle Daniel Watson. Gabriella Caroline Wise.
So congratulations to the class of 2024. I'm going to ask them to stand. Everyone remember you're in church? Everyone? Thank you. So we're going to make them alum of St. Mary High School, and then once we do that, Father Mike will come to the podium to do the benediction, and then we'll sing the alma mater, and then we'll process out. So, are we ready to become alum of St. Mary High School? As a symbol of your graduation, please move your tassel from the right to the left. You are officially alum of St. Mary's.
Please stand. The Lord be with you. And may the blessed Almighty God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit come down upon you and remain with you forever. Amen. Go forth and be successful. But even if you fail, remember, you always try over again. God bless you all.